Hello guys, this is Bertal. This is my first video that I'm making for Fallen Empire. It's a rsps. It's a spawn server. The only things that you cannot spawn are primal weapons, and primal armor has no effect, and anything that pretty much comes from dungeoneering like the celestial and stuff like that has no effect. It just has zero stats. It looks cool, you can spawn it, I think. um, I played the server for quite a while. I just recently came back to it. You can do like emotes and stuff, and you can be laying on the ground. You can be huge. You can be floating in the air. But basically, what I would like to do is do something like see you have guys walking around in Pernex and whatever this armor is, gilded, all this like weird stuff, and they're all like taking advantage of the spawn. So what I would like to do is, yeah, I have a Torva helm on, but I really don't want to use a status because it degrades and it could kill me. And plus, the Torva is needed for what you're about to see, anyways. So, we're going to Edge. This is kind of the center of pking, and as you can see, I don't have any Venge runes. I am too lazy to spawn them up. So basically what I'd like to do is I'm starting out in some pretty expensive gear. This is what somebody on actual RuneScape, might save up for. I'm not using Torva. That is one of my rules in this. And I'm not using status. But there is one difference to the rules between like the status and Vistas and whatnot is I can use the weapons, like the VLS status Warhammer for spec weapons, and speaking of which, I'm gonna go grab that. And if I kill somebody with status and their plate body is gonna be degraded, I can use their plate body for a second or two. I can keep it in my inventory, but mainly I have to stick in this gear because I'm just trying to show that it's prodding. There's a lot of prodding. First off, I'd like to point out that people are in the background if you can hear them. I don't know, I'm in my room, so I can hear them because they're pretty loud, but I'd like to point out that the Dragon Claws don't work at all. They are severely nerfed, and the highest you can maybe hit with them with all 99s and boosted stats with an overload would be maybe, if you're lucky, a 200 out of 4 hits. And if you're lucky, you might hit like 490s, but that's it. You won't even hit higher than that. I'm using the Chaotic Maul just for the simple fact that it's really good, but this guy right here, well, no. Oh, interesting. He has a twin. Never mind. There's another guy. Let me see if I can find him. There he is. Lil Twix. He's a very good PKer. I'm adding kind of a little shout out to him because he, like, raped me, uberly. I'm trying to stay away from guys like him that have soul split, and soul split in this game you can't just hit master. You actually, it gives you 99s in these stats, but it skips prayer. Prayer you actually have to do yourself, which is kind of cool and isn't at the same time. So what you'll see a lot is people, peers more specifically, um, what they will do is they will get in Torva, somehow they'll adjust their stats. You're on vid again. Shit. Kraski's, personally, I think is very overpowered in this server, but this guy dictates otherwise. Basically what he's doing is he's just in this really high strength armor, obviously Torva, and I'm in weak defense armor, so, obviously I'm not going to be able to stand up to his attacks as well. So what I'll do is, I'll use this. Some people tell me not to, but I like to kind of get them on the run, so to speak. I don't know if this guy runs. He totally raped me last time, so not going to take the chance. One thing that would make this PK video even more accurate is if I actually had Turmoil in Soul Split. Like I said, you get about 3k a bone, but it's just, you can spawn them and it just takes forever to get 95. It's like 3 mil XP. You know it. Real people in RuneScape, good fight. Basically, you know, people like him are just using me for the KDO, kill to death ratios, and I'm just, you know, trying. I'm not a very good PKer, never have been. I played this server kind of so I could spawn stuff and test new things for RuneScape, so I could, you know, have new stuff for bandos and whatnot and see what I could save up for. And I found this server is very severely modded. They modded the stats of certain weapons. Not saying it's a bad server. I love this server actually, but I think armor stats are the same. I am not sure on that one. So basically, I might as well just, you know, suit up in some good, decent armor. One thing I've learned is full status. Get it if you get a status plate body. Let's see here. Why my bank is kind of empty is because I ditched this account a while ago. I started a peer and was very successful on him, but then I kind of just got. Yeah, I mean, have you guys ever done that? You know, played RuneScape or an rsps for so long that you just get burnt out on it? I did that for a while, and I kind of drifted to some other games like Skyrim, especially Borderlands, some other RSPSs. Kind of just drifted toward those. I'll use it toward my home, but mainly, you know, I'm just trying to like show you guys the server. I'm not gonna do a whole entire, you know, I might do that on my next vid, but this is a live recording, so if I'm just kind of rambling on, it's just to fill up space so you guys aren't listening to silence, and I'm not one to freak out over the mic, so if I'm a bit monotone, sorry. I will have to be a bit quiet because my family is in the other room, so. But I'm gonna go do one fight. I'm gonna actually use the status warhammer because I actually like that thing on the server. It hits pretty decent. I would say about consistent 3 to 400s with its spec, but what I like is the defense drop. You can go from about 110 defense, like potted, to about 80, and then if you use it again and hit them the same, the defense will go way down. It makes the fight way easier. It's an all-around good weapon. If you're gonna start out on this server, watch out for the farcasters, or what they'll do is they'll actually hit you once, and then they'll run up to you and like try raping you, like so. See, like he just hit me, but then he'll start using mage, and then he'll like oh, maybe not. Maybe he'll just stay. Or what they'll do is they'll run underneath you, and then freaking, I don't know. I really hate them. Or they'll run in general. It's really freaking annoying. Then you have to E, and you know, then you have to go grab something else from somebody else. And so basically, it's just best to be avoided. Really? Okay, Torvakeo, first off, you're a prod for using a divine. You will rarely ever see me a divine unless I'm using a divine if I am bossing. And that's about it. Not to mention, he's now in full Torva, which makes him even worse, because now he's super prod. So, oh yeah, see that nice little 600 there? Now his defense is dropped to all hell. Spec was supposed to drop it. I'd also like to point out that I am not a very good speller, and good fight. Oh, back to the grave. You'll find a lot of guys like this who, you know, they're trying to mix magic gear, and what I see a lot of, I don't know about you guys, but what I see a crap ton of is people will come on here and they will use gear like Torva, and they'll test it out, and they'll use a lot of it like is the divines and Glavins and rapiers. They'll kind of get a feel for it on a spawn server, and then once they do that, they'll go back on RuneScape and actually buy it. I've seen a couple of those guys do it. You know, they'll create an account, they'll, you know, play it, but that's about it. So this guy might be doing that. You'll notice him switching between gear. See, this is his first mistake right here, because these claws, I'll show you, if he uses the spec on me at all, he's not going to hit worth anything. See, 0, 0, 0. I could take off my flippin', never mind, he's not going to do it again. I'd just like to point out, if you're going to watch this video, which I highly doubt you are, but, you know, I'll put it under the Matrix channel or whatever, this Fallen Empire. There's another one that's similar to this. I thought they were the same, but I'm not going to mention it just for the simple fact that I don't want to take anything away from the server. Basically, you know, I'll kind of put this up on my own website, you know, see if I get any views, but, good fight. Now, I know I kind of broke the rule, but, you know, I don't really care for, pking in this stuff, just for the simple fact that it's way too overpowered. And, you know, I'll kind of test out weapons, like the status Warhammer was purely just a, I don't have anything else, and I don't really want to spawn a Vestal's Longsword, or, you know, anything else to flippin' hit with, so I'll just use this. And, I hit a 700 on the first hit, and kind of liked it ever since. So, and, I am so bad at this. I hate using Vengeance, because then, you know, you have to go to your spell book, and you have to go back, and I'm not a big fan of the F keys, because I have them assigned to other things on my computer, so, you know, I hit the F keys, and good fight, Twix. That guy is in very good PKer. I've seen him down like 5 guys so far, I think. Not really sure, but, I'm not sure anymore, but, like, I think it might be different, but, it used to be that, like, all your stuff, like, if you killed somebody, it would just drop. I think now it actually drops, and then you have to wait a certain amount of time before it'll show up again. I'm not sure. I haven't played this server in a very long time. This is my first time actually getting on it, and I don't want to overestimate, but I would say about half a year. You'll see a lot of people use the godswords, just for the simple fact that they are testing out the specs on them, and I've seen a ton of that. People will come on here with full Torva and stuff, and they'll test out the maxes of weapons. And I've actually been a test dummy. I was a test dummy for a while, because I would just come out here in a P hat and just sit out here and chill. And this server is not nearly as big as it used to be. It used to be so big that you would log on, and it would take about 5 minutes for it even to show up, because the screen was just so laggy. This guy right here, Wildy Owns1 or whatever, likes to farcast or something like that. I don't really know. I heard a complaint about him earlier. So, after this, when I pretty much die, my imminent death is pretty much out for me. We'll see if I can actually pull this off. I've had worse or better things happen to me. I would like to say I think the XP rates on here are pretty much the same. Good fight. You are good PKer. Just saying, better than me apparently. Yeah, and I'll kind of do a couple videos. I'll do, I think, probably maybe 3 tonight. I'll try hybriding. I'm not good at it at all. And bossing in this game is almost impossible, because I'll pop up the map real here and fast, I think. This is what you have to do to freaking get up to God Wars, and you can only go in bandos. You can't go to any others unless they changed it, for the simple fact that too many people, something like that. It used to be you could just talk to Mr. X, and then he would do it for you. Ooh, that's not good there. Saw the back of my screen. Misclick. So basically what you'd have to do is, let me find it here. You'd have to go all the way down here, kind of right here. You'd have to run up here, run. You could take, if you go to Trollheim, this part right here is blocked off. So what you had to do is you had to go up this, and this right here is actually coded, so you can just walk up it, or I'm not sure, but you could just walk up it, and then you had to go down here, and you had to, the way he had it is you had to loop around, and then you had to go to God Wars dungeon, and then you arrive somewhere around here, and this part would be blocked off. You can't go in there. You can't go in anywhere in here, actually. You can't even, like all these other bosses, and you get your, they made you get 40 kill count, which you know, it's hard to do, because we thought, we could just teleport here and then, run up here, get 15 kill count like most, RSPSs do. But apparently not. So you have to get 40, and by the time that you get in here, and they pretty much modified him to where he's pretty hard to take down in full Torva and a Divine. And having somebody else in a full Torva and Divine, it took us about 5 minutes to kill everybody in there. Pretty long time, and we all had chaotic rapiers and claws and AGSs. I mean, we were hitting 700s. So he's pretty hard. So I think I'll probably wrap this up for my video. I would like to say that this server is pretty cool. If you want to play mini games, they have guys, who will play mini games. They'll have like dungeon where they'll wear this cape, and it's kind of like a dicing thing. If it's like hot or cold or whatever, he gets it right, he doubles your items even though you can spawn it all. The spawn is actually right under the escape key. This little thing, you just type in, you don't have to type in the 2 colons, you just type in item, and we'll do 101, and then press it and boom. So, Herblore is one of the other skills. People get that for the overloads, but, because some people will seriously get on here, and they will, because the XP rates are right next to it. I think they're almost similar to RuneScape's, except for on Prayer, because Prayer is boosted up. That took me actually quite a while to get. I'm not sure about that. I think I might have modified that on accident. 99 Dungeon is one of the master skills, and then you get that too. But I don't think you can train Hunter. Slayer, I'm not sure about. I'm not a skiller really. That one I modified. I know that for a fact. Because I think you can just do the set skill command. But there's people who seriously will go on every single skill, except for summoning. Well, they'll even do summoning sometimes, and they'll do every single skill except for they'll just spawn it up. And, they'll sell it like they'll take. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy what people used to do on here. You used to hear a lot of what people would do is they would what they would do is they would take, I don't know, let's say how much money they had on RuneScape, and they would average out the prices and whatnot, and then they would come on here and they would, they'd get exactly what they could buy, and then if they were a lot of people just use the calculators, but some people didn't do this, and they would come on here and they would spend a few hours, PK, kind of have some fun away from RuneScape, but then they would skill and see how far they got. But you can buy AGSs in the general store, which is really hilarious. They're, let's see here, about 1 bill, I think. I'm not really sure. I'm horrible at reading numbers. I'm also pretty much blind, so and again, this is my first video, so sorry if I ramble on, but the next video I'll kind of give you guys a tour of the server. Ooh, that's kind of nice. I might buy those. But until then, this is bertaals. This is my first video, and this is a live recording. As you see, my videos will get better in the future if you guys watch them. I'm hoping this video will at least get, I'd say about 200 views, if that. Not expecting much. I'm not a big, editor, those people who sit there for hours video editing, making their videos cool. I don't know how to do that, but I'll have people teach me. So, see you guys.